We are live. Hello, everybody.
Hey.
We are so excited. There's a few people on already for our first digital dental assistant webinar. We're so excited.
There's been many though.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to get into the right chat so I can see. So far, we have Virginia, New York, Kentucky, Texas, Canada. Woohoo! Um, I don't know why I'm excited. I'm not from Canada. Just thought it was cool you're from another country. Florida. Let's see where else. Missouri and New York. Hey, I'm in Florida.
I'm in
Cool,
Missouri
cool.
and our other partners in New York.
Yeah, so we're representing here.
Yeah, we are all spread out.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to put up one quick question while we're waiting for a few more people. Let me find a poll. I'm going
What
to
is
put a poll
South
in the
Cat?
chat because I want to see what your role is. So we're going to launch that. So when you get a chance, swing over there and I'm going to give it like 30 seconds and then we'll introduce ourselves and you guys get over here. I'm like so excited right now, you guys. I'm not even kidding. So looking forward to getting this going and doing something for dental assistants.
It's about dang time, right?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, another
I
person
feel
from
like,
Canada. I love this. It's literally just from all across North America. I love it. I think there was someone in England that was going to join us too. I don't know what time it is, her time zone though. This great
yeah,
assistant, Lenora, I met at in Miami at a Sprint Ray event, and I know she registered. So
nice. New York, Saskatchewan. Very cool, guys. Okay. Oh, I forgot there's that other thing. Okay. So let's get started. Chelsea, do you want me to introduce you? Do you want to introduce yourself?
how do you do it?
Okay. All right, you guys. So I'm Rochelle. I am a dental assistant. I've been a dental assistant for a little over 13 years now. Chelsea's been going a little bit longer than me, even though I'm definitely older than her.
We
But
won't tell
we
ages though.
together, she's got like 15 years, you guys. So together we've got almost 30 years of experience here and in different ways. Chelsea's got a lot more of the digital side, but we're definitely complementing each other. But she is considered the digital dental assistant. Catch her on Instagram. You guys, I knew she knew a lot of stuff. I've followed her for a while. I've used to work with Sprint Ray, and I always recommended her to the offices I trained with. Like, go find Chelsea, go follow her. She knows everything. But as I've gotten to know her over the last few months, as we're creating this new platform for digital dental assistants, she says things I'm like, I've never done that. What are you talking about? So it's really cool to hear her wealth of knowledge. So coming into this Digital Dental Assistant Academy, I'm going to let her tell you what that is and what it can mean for you. So let's start. Let me open up this presentation here, Chelsea, for you. You guys, I just took my glasses off. I got to put them back on. You will find out. I am
No,
a
I know everyone can
very,
probably see the reflection,
I
and
know, I just
I
don't
get
like wearing glasses.
migraines.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Very casual over here, so you're not going to catch me super professional. Now let's see if I can find the share button. Here we go. All right, Chelsea, what does it mean to be a digital dental assistant?
I think that's a whole new role all in itself. I think that's something that nobody's ever done before. Some people call it like digital fabrication specialist, but it's the cross between, and I think it's that the link that's been missing for a long time between clinical and lab. You're able to take an assistant who's really, really passionate and knowledgeable, and then encourage them and train them to have more value in the office, to have more job fulfillment, and do a lot of your lab work for you. And a lot of it, if not all of it, can be delegated to your trained dental assistant.
Awesome. Okay. So why did you start DDAA that I feel like I've been lucky enough to jump in here with you? What motivated you to start something like this? Why?
So when my doctor hired me, who really taught me a lot about 3D printing, he had me just doing a lot of trial and error. And it was incredibly frustrating because there was no resources, especially for dental assistants, right? So I'm not sure who decided that we only make the classes for the doctors, but all of a sudden it's like everything's for doctors. It's really expensive. You have to go out of town for it. And it seems to be overly complicated. So we had such a lack of there's just a void in the education world for it. So I love dentistry, but don't always like patients. So this lets me bridge both of those gaps, right? So I founded DDA because I really wanted every single assistant who wants to learn digital to be able to do it and to know that we can have bite-sized courses that are not overly complicated, that can get you not only able to do it, but really comfortable and proficient at doing it as well. So you can take it back and use it on the daily at your office, because so many of these courses out there that I've seen are all huge, extravagant courses. But then you go back and you're like, how do I implement this on the every single day basis? And then what kind of follow up is there? So we're going to really be there for follow up for all of our students to make sure that they grasp it and get it.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we do have a third partner with us who likes to stay behind the scenes. His name is Wayne. We'll just throw him out there. He's awesome. He definitely backs us
Yes.
up in ways we don't understand, so it's awesome. But I know for what she's talking about with the courses, he sent us one from somewhere. I won't say where. They do a lot of training for a lot of people. Most of you probably know who they are, but I'm not going to say who they are. And it was, you guys, it was like a 500-page slide. I'm telling you right now, I'm not watching that. I'm not looking at that. We're
I'm not
not
looking through
doing that.
500 pages. I ain't got time for that.
No,
I'm a dental assistant. I do not have
slides.
time.
There's not even videos.
I need like
It's just,
three pictures and like a 5 minute video. Just give
yeah,
me the nitty
we
gritty.
don't
Tell
have
me how
time
to
for
do
that.
it. Yeah.
Don't
So
have time for that.
my old boss years ago always told me the phrase, and I never forgot it. He always told me, explain it to me like a 4-year-old and I'll understand it. Because if you can't break it down into its fundamentals, then you don't truly understand something. So I try to break it down and just make it really easy for people, because honestly, it seems like we make it so much more complicated than it needs to be, especially with these newer printers out there that are plug and play and super assistant friendly. And now they're designing these printers to be assistant friendly. It's really cool.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, we're going to take a quick pause because we're going to do our first giveaway. I'm going to grab it from
First,
behind me. It's still in plastic. So this is our first giveaway. I'm going to just kind of pick somebody random. Okay, so I'm going to look in the chat. I won't look in the chat. I'll look in who's in there. Hold on. I should be able to see this.
I feel like we should have a drum
See,
roll.
we're still learning. Okay, so I have 2 prizes today. The first one is going to be, okay, I hope I'm saying your name right. Chani Lion. Chani? You're in Florida. Oh, I promise. I did not rig that. She's in Florida. So Chani, I'm going to touch base.
She was from Florida.
I didn't cheat, I promise.
You were like,
Chani, I will
represent.
touch base with you and get your address. I will touch base with you and get your address from you, and I will get that sent out to you. Thank you for coming today.
I'm really jealous of that one.
Okay,
I
the
love
next
those
slide.
cups with the wooden lids on them. They're so dang cute.
That's this one. So can you guys see it? Like, look how cute. It's all little dental stuff. There is a plastic fill in the straw. So I will get that sent out to you. I'm even gonna put some stuff, something I don't have with them today. I have a few goodies from Teeth Obsessed store, and I'm gonna tuck those in there with you. So you'll get some of that stuff too. Okay, this next slide, I think will hit close to home for just about everybody as a dental assistant. I mean, is that not it?
So obviously, I did not make this. I stole this from online. But is that not like so true?
Right.
The patient gets up and they're like, this was the smoothest dental experience of my life. Oh my gosh. Everything went so well. It was so organized. The temporaries look great, blah, blah, blah. And then the dentist is like, thank you. Thank you so much. I love what I do. It's moments like this why I work. And we're just like cleaning the room behind them. Like we didn't do everything. Like cover the doctor's tracks, like get him new anesthetic when he drops it, and go running.
Yeah. Oh, I hope we don't lose Chelsea. Chelsea, there we go. You froze for a second. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, I can't hear you. Okay, she'll come back. I know Chelsea, I can't hear you. So hopefully she starts working here in a second. Hang in there. She'll be back. Just start talking when you're ready. But yeah, I think as assistants, we kind of all feel this way. Like we do so much, and then the dentist and sometimes even hygienists take all the credit. It's rough. It's hard. So we're trying to change that too.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. All right.
Okay. Sorry about that. I
Okay.
apologize. I kind of live in the boonies, you guys. I live in the back roads. But let's talk about this real fast. I don't want to get too far off track. I'm a talker. But we are the ones that handle everything. Like Ashley says, we are the heart of the office. And a lot of the times we don't get a lot of recognition for it. So that's what we're really all about at DDAA, is to really not flip the script, but really just elevate assistants and elevate the profession, because we are a profession. We work in the healthcare field. We love our jobs. We do things that nobody else can do. And yeah, the arm of the dentist. I love that. So I want to redefine that role of what not only a dental assistant is, but a digital dental assistant, and the wonderful things that they can do. And like, let's be real, we're all in this because we love teeth and we want to make money. So this way, just like for me, reinvigorated me to be able to do that. Let's talk about traditional
Definitely.
dental assistants,
Definitely.
right? We all know we all keep the office running. We
We are
do
now.
just about everything, right? And yeah, we're their brains. We know what they need before they need it. Let's be real. So you're handing them stuff before they, and then they're like, hey, can I have that? Oh, you got it. Can I have that? Oh, you got it. But when we flip the script as a digital dental assistant, we get to do so much more.
Visual dental assistant. Look at all the extra
Yes.
stuff.
So lots of other stuff, right? Lots of stuff to learn. And that's okay. You don't have to learn it all at once. That's why we're creating shorter, bite-sized courses at DDAA. So everyone can learn this at their own pace, not at a 4-day course where it's like drinking through a fire hose. You can do this on your downtime, on your break, on your lunch. But we turn into the photography specialist and that technician assistant bridge, like I was talking about, the shade match expert, the tech expert, the polishing, the ceramist, the denturist, the designer. But it's totally possible. I'm a small town girl from Missouri that went to a tech school. Like, if I can do this and love it as much as I do, I promise you I can teach anyone to do this.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
What is going to make, why is an assistant a good transfer into lab techs? I've watched some of your stuff on when you explain this, and she's so spot on.
So it's like,
Ooh,
right,
hold on, go
we
back one.
see everything that goes wrong with the lab case. We see how many times the midline was set. We see that we always have to adjust the wax rim right here. Not only that, do we see those, but we know the patients at the same time. I think we just have that much more heart in it because we know that this patient has a wedding at the end of the month, or it's their daughter's wedding, and we need to get it to them and make it look perfect. I think you just have like that much more heart in the job, you know? But so we see everything that goes wrong. We're passionate about the job. We love our patients. And if you can commit to learning and doing it, you can make this perfect blend of every perspective possible of technician, lab, assistant, and you kind of become that central role.
I'm loving this
What?
comment.
Yes,
We see everything.
for real. I could tell you
What's
guys
also there, that's from Kimberly.
stories.
She says 31 years. And then Lori Haney, 31 years. I love it.
That's amazing. I love to
Okay.
see so many like
Now,
passionate assistants.
yes. Okay. So let's look at this next slide. This is the one I want you to screenshot because you're going to show this to your dentist. Those of you, if I don't think anybody here is a dentist that I saw on the poll yet. It looks like everybody is a dental assistant, maybe some other roles. Screenshot this and send it, give it to your dentist. Look at this ROI here from one night guard. You guys, you do one night guard and you pay for the year of training, you're pretty much done. It pays for itself within 2 night guards.
Yes.
Why would they not sign you up for this training?
Yeah. And we're going to have courses too about not only just how to do a night guard, how to design the night guard, how to design it in multiple different types of software, because not everybody has the same software. We're going to teach you how to nest it in multiple types of software. So it's not going to be a absolute one size fits all. We're also going to have specific courses, but night guards, like, it is the bread and butter of 3D printing. They're so underrated. But yeah, you get a membership to DDAA. It pays for itself within 2 guards. And we always tell a patient, hey, do you want us to make you a second one at half the price? And then it literally costs $3 more and it's no more work. So there's so much
I
potential
got
for
you.
ROI if you have a really good trained assistant.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Kimberly, I'm calling out your comment again. You guys, they charge $883 for their guards.
See, when we were doing this, you guys thought
That's
513 was a little
amazing.
high.
I did
Yeah.
too. Can you imagine if you were making that in your office? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Show this to your doctor, Kimberly.
Yes.
Goodness
Crazy.
gracious. I
Cards
mean,
are so easy too, to be
even
honest.
just like when I think about the return on that, why every doctor doesn't have a printer just to do night guards is beyond me.
Right?
Come on. So, yeah, I like how one of the coolest thing that I think about DDA that is different too is we are not going to be, it's not just Sprint Ray. We're not just exocad. We're going to have different softwares. We're actually working right now and we're doing stuff in iTero. Like we're doing different softwares, different printers, different nesting procedures. It's all going to be there. So if you don't have to watch something, a video, we don't use the Sprint Ray right now. Maybe next year you're needing to watch it for your form labs. We will have those videos too. So we're going to touch on all of these. You're going to be in good shape.
Yeah. The nice thing is
Let's
we've
see what's
been
next.
communicating with
Okay.
so many people. We've been communicating
Oh
with
my
so many
gosh.
people about DDA. They are literally just like sending us stuff. They're like, here, if you want, we'll send you a scanner and we'll send you membership to this. And they believe so much in what we're doing and what we're building. It's amazing. I love it.
Mhm.
So see, Shani says they
It's
charge
amazing.
$13.30.
Oh my gosh, Jenny.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to meet you since you're in Florida. Put in the chat where you're at in Florida. I'm super curious. I'm in Odessa, just by Tampa. I'm just curious because we're close. Orlando. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll be in Orlando in December.
Yes. I will be in Orlando to teach at the Florida Dental Convention. You could take my class if you go to the Florida Dental
Oh yeah,
Convention.
yeah. We'll have to find you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Next, we're gonna do part of this course. Ooh, is we're going to be Chelsea's going to show you designing, not just designing and printing. You're going to learn how to do everything after. So the polishing, the staining and glazing, all of those things too. So she's going to walk you through a couple of cases that she's done in practice, and she will explain. Like honestly, for me, at first glance, I was like, this is the one we're sharing, but she will
I know,
explain
right?
it. So hang in there. It's a really cool case. So okay, Chelsea, let's do the first one.
Okay. You guys hear me good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So this was a like 90-year-old patient. She, believe it or not, her teeth were way worse than this one before. Her teeth were, all of her front teeth were completely overlapped. Like bad. And she said her whole life, like she's not going to get ortho at 90 years old. She came to us and she was like, here's the deal. My teeth are really hard to clean and she's getting a lot of buildup because they're so crowded. She's like, she came to us and said, what if you take out this tooth and give me a straight smile? And we said, we cannot give you a perfectly white smile because of all the other things you have going on. You have 12 different colors in your teeth. And we said, we will do our absolute best. And we did a wax up. We showed her and she okayed it. And believe it or not, when this was done, it matched so well. And it was all done chair side. And it seemed super complicated. And it took me a long time to teach myself to learn how to do it. But if you can learn to look at the undertones and know what colors generally go in what areas, you can learn how to match teeth. I've learned how to take an A shade down to a D shade because my dentist only wanted to buy A shade resins and didn't want to buy one in every shade. So it was my responsibility to learn how to shade them down. So this patient was actually so incredibly happy. And I got a lot of slack online for this, like I do with some of my other stuff. But the patient was thrilled about this. The reason we decided to use 3D printed was because the patient was so elderly and we knew that we didn't need this to last 30 years. And we also candy coated over top of this stain. So we knew that it would hold that in really well. She also had a completely open bite in the front. So we didn't have to worry about those super hard chewing forces on the front teeth. So for those reasons, this case was actually phenomenal. Patient was happy. We were happy.
I mean, you can see the shade. Like it's obviously it's a 3 unit, right? So, but you can see over there, tooth number 10. Look how close those match, you guys. That's great.
Yeah. Like we put little
You can do
crease
this.
lines in it, and
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, and again, like she said, it's not super aesthetic, but the what I want you to see here is what you'll be able to learn in matching shade.
yeah.
So awesome.
It'll teach the
You
like
would not get something that close
super
from the lab.
crazy high aesthetic stuff as much either. Like I am so like bread and butter dentistry. There's so many more offices out there that need to be able to match a front tooth. Like I live in the Midwest, I live very much in the country, and not everybody has perfectly white B1 teeth that we can print, polish, and throw
Yeah.
in there. Sometimes we have to shade it down and make it not so pretty to match what we're working with. And that's really a skill that is phenomenal in my opinion, because remember the old days of when they would go to the lab, we'd send them to the lab, they'd have to make an appointment. We'd have to call the lab and make the appointment for the patient, send the patient there. The lab
Yeah.
would charge us an extra
Charge extra.
$300. And all of this. And now you can do it chairside. That would have taken 3 to 4 visits and hours and $1,000 in lab fees right there.
Lot.
Thank you guys for
No.
the shade. That one, I
Thanks.
did that one and I kind of
Thanks.
surprised myself. Sometimes you do something and you're like,
Yeah.
wow, I did that? But I know where I started too. I got a
Okay,
lot of
let's look.
slack when I first started posting all of my newer stuff. Yeah.
Because it's different, right? It's different. Okay, tell us about this flipper.
Oh my gosh, this
Who would
patient.
want this? I know I needed this when I was working in the practice every single day.
Yeah. So this patient calls us and says, I lost my flipper trimming the hedges in my front yard and I can't find it. And he's like, I am going on a cruise in a few days. And he's like, I don't have a front tooth. So I look and we have no record of this. We did not make this. We have no photos. This is why I like new patient photos. We have no photos of it to know what the clasps looked like, what the tooth looked like. Was there any spacing? We have no information. So all we had to do was wing it a little bit. But I was able to scan him at 8 a.m. in the morning. I designed at NexoCAD a one-piece flipper, one piece, so I don't have to glue them together, worry about any of that. Designed it during the day, printed, and then had him back in the afternoon and delivered it and stained it chairside. Was it the perfect shade of pink? No. And there you can see there was a little diastema there. And there is that space there because we used exocad's mirror image, which is a really cool tool when you're in exocad. So it'll take the other tooth and mirror image it. So if I would have made that tooth bigger to fill that space, it actually would have looked really awkward. But we're able to do this for a patient. He knows it's not long term. But what would we have done before in the old days? We would have said, sorry, you're leaving for 2 days. Beg a lab to do it for you, have them charge you $500 and then have it not be any good anyways. Now, did the patient love this? No, because it wasn't exactly like his old one that we didn't have records of. But he
Keep open
liked
your
it
mouth
enough.
in the yard next time.
Yes. And he was able to smile in pictures for his cruise on his, I think it was like a family reunion cruise. Could you imagine him going on a cruise and not being able to smile because he didn't have a front tooth? Like, that is worst case scenario. And we were able to help him, and it was really cool. Yeah. Essig trays are not my favorite. Flippers are actually really easy to make in exocad. Trust me, I can absolutely teach you guys how to do that. It is not as hard as you think, I promise. It's one of those things where sometimes you learn something new, like you're learning a new math concept and you're trying and you're trying. And then one day it just kind of clicks and then everything kind of starts to fall into place. That's how at least my journey was learning 3D printing.
Yeah, we've got Shanna and Lori both in the chat saying, yeah, we definitely need to learn how to make those. They're sick of making Essex retainers with the Pontics.
Not my thing.
Okay, so personal story with that. I'll be honest, I have more than one dental implant, but in one of them, I have down here at the bottom, and I had an Essex retainer for a while, and it is the worst because I'd have to take it out to eat, and now I literally have no teeth. It was just so frustrating. So flippers are definitely the way to go, and it's really nice when you do like same day extractions or you have an accident or something to know how to do this.
Or you can do a printed Maryland bridge for something like that too. This patient, we couldn't do Maryland bridge because there was so much spacing, but sometimes you can do a printed Maryland bridge, which is really cool too, because you can even virtually extract a tooth. So we could virtually extract number 8, design a Maryland bridge off of that, and then extract it and deliver the bridge in the same day.
Okay, question for you, Chelsea. Shiana is asking, doctor won't get exocad. Any other software? Lots of other software.
Lots of other software.
What scanner do you have?
That's a good question.
And then we'll switch to the next slide while she answers that. Figure out what software she has because iTero has built-in software. I don't know if it has flippers though. Oh, I want to say it didn't. That's something else. You have to like add to it, but
So
three
do
shape
you have so you have a three shape, so you probably have a trios then. That software I don't know
prime
quite as
scan.
well. Prime Scan, yeah. Okay. So PrimeScan is at this point does not have its own design software. PrimeScan's at a weird
And I don't think
point
it does.
because Prime Print is kind of phasing out a little bit, so they're not as much into the 3D printing world quite as much as they were trying to be. But there are tons of other softwares, and no matter what scanning system you use, as long as you can export an STL file, you can use whatever design software. You could just scan in Prime Scan, and then if you wanted to use 3Shape software, you could if you bought into it. So there are workarounds in other ways. I would say ExoCAD's definitely the easiest one, but there are multiple ways you can go about it. You can even just order them
Blue
straight from.
Sky Bio too. I've done dentures on Blue Sky Bio.
Yes.
That's it. Okay, tell us about this one, Chelsea.
Okay. I do not do a lot of all on X. I am not one of those people that's like, look how all these beautiful cases with these implants. Like I do a lot of bread and butter dentistry. But we have done our handful of all on X cases. And this was Onyx Tough. And I was able to, I print multiples of these when I am making these because if I'm going to have an all on X, they're probably going to have to need another one because these don't last forever. And then so we printed about two of them, and then I stained them slightly differently too. And I gave the patient the opportunity to decide which one they wanted, which was actually kind of cool. You know, do you want one with lots of characterization to make it look really cool, or do you want a pretty simple one with just a lot of polish on it? So not only does it give that patient that opportunity, but it gives you a backup as well. So this one took me probably 20 less than 20 minutes to stain because you really shouldn't be leaving your stains out in the oxygen for more than 10 minutes at a time before curing them. So you can't work super slow. But this case, I printed, stained it, and candy coated over top of it, polished, and it took me, less than 20 minutes. And the patient loved it. I mean, and you should have seen what we started with this patient too. Sometimes we have to see that as whenever we're designing stuff because the lab people don't always see how great everything looks or how bad everything looks, right? They're at the lab, they're far away, but we can see it. And sometimes we care more than the patients care. I've discovered we want it to look more beautiful or to match better than they do. So I think part of managing patient expectations and knowing exactly what they want can help you even dial in what you're making for them even better. But this All on X it lasted the patient 6 months. I used the Rodent Essentials kit, which I love. And then all I used to polish it was Fabuloster and Cotton Buff. Cotton Buff actually will polish so many things in dentistry. I very recently learned that.
Um, I recently just did a couple of cases for this doctor I work with. I did two arches or two separate patient arches, and we didn't even stain the teeth, you guys, so we didn't have to really do too much detail on there. I do like to put a little bit on the blue on the inside edges just so it looks a little more translucent,
I
but
think
it
that's
was
like the most
the tissue
important.
color. And that was even faster.
Yeah, there are so many great things. So we're going to have classes on this, right? We're going to have classes on how to finish your all on
Yeah.
X. Is it
Yep.
FP1, FP2, FP3? How do we finish them? We've got some really, really good stuff.
Yeah. Yep. We will learn all of this. It will be great. Right now, let's go to my next
So Shanna
video.
has
We're
a question
about
I
done with our
see.
slides, which is good.
Which
Let's see.
stain do you
Oop,
like
I only
better?
showed part of your question. Sorry, Shannon. Oh, wrong one. Stop sharing. Where'd your question go? There it is. Which stain do you like better, Rodent or Opti?
Okay. So I like Rodent better for certain things, and I like OptiGlaze better for certain things. And I know that's kind of a crappy answer. Overall, I like Rodent more. But OptiGlaze is really good because theirs is thinner. So if you need to shade down from like a bleach to a D3, you can do that. Whereas Rodent is thicker. So we will actually have courses on both of those. So you can see how I handle both of those different materials. OptiGlaze was like the OG of the stain, and then it caught a lot of slack because everybody realized that stains and glazes don't last forever. But then you candy coat them and they last a really long time. So it does a great job. I think as long as you know what you're doing and you're doing it correctly, I don't think there's really a wrong stain. Honestly, I think it's a little bit more.
Preference. Okay, so right now, our website, you'll notice at theddaa.com, there's no courses yet. We're still just signing people up. They are coming. We have 3 free ones that should launch honestly any day now. They're done. We're just getting them loaded. So watch for those. There's some good starting out ones. And then there's so many courses coming between scanning and printing and processing and polishing and that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you think about all the different scanners and different printers and different ways to polish and the different appliances, so you'll be able to watch the ones you need to watch. So just kind of keep an eye on there. They're coming, like, from what I understand, February is our plan when we go to Chicago Midwinter. So if you're going to Chicago Midwinter, come find us. We will be there. And that is when everything will launch. There'll be courses there. You got to get your dentist to sign you up, you guys. Get them to sign up your office. It's just so much better, especially the ones I think it was someone, hold on, I want to find it, said when it was Shanna again. Shanna, you're just killing it. When she designs things and prints things, her doctor pays her a little extra. Okay, get him to sign up for this too.
Love it. Love it.
Just start printing everything.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm excited. And it's not even going to be just me either, because I would be a liar if I said I didn't, if I knew. I don't know everything. So I want to bring in other people who either are assistants or have a lot of experience with assisting. Because so we have one girl coming in who is a lab tech now, and she is with Harvest Dental. So she does a lot of zirconia, but she was an assistant for 15 years. So she's going to teach you guys about zirconia finishing, and then I'll teach you more about 3D printing finishing. So we're going to have a really broad base of things to do, and it's all just going to be by assistants, for assistants. But when you ask your doctor, right, it's kind of hard. How do you ask your doctor to sign you up for stuff and pay for stuff for you? That's hard sometimes. And sometimes we're not good at talking to people about it. But what I've discovered is when you give them proof and you tell them, this is how much it is, this is how it's going to benefit our office, this is how long it will take to help, and you kind of show them everything, then they're like, oh, okay. So we can't sit around and wait for them, right? We can't wait for them to finally find a class, talk to you about it, then eventually sign you up, and then maybe you'll go a year later. We have to advocate for ourselves and for our own profession. So if you throw it at them and you're like, this is how much money we're going to save, this is how it's going to benefit me, this is how it's going to benefit you, you usually always have to talk to their pocketbook, this is how it's going to financially help our office, and then show it to them so they can't say no. Throw it in their face. Say, this is what we're going to do, and this is how it's going to help.
This is what you want to do. Look, $485.
No,
one thing we're also going to be on here, I'm going to put a little shameless plug for me. Part of digital dentistry, in my opinion, is social media. So we're going to have some courses on how you guys can manage social media in your practice and become even more valuable. So not only you're this top-notch assistant, now you're the digital assistant who knows everything with the printer and everything. So you are so valuable to the practice. Now you're running social media. So
unicorn.
Just a little bit there. That's kind of even. But I'm putting that in there because that is my passion and where we're going. So, but again, assistants doing everything.
You on. Because we're like,
we're gonna have just media. If we can find ways to uplift and make assistants more valuable, we're gonna teach it.
I don't even want to say more valuable because we already know how valuable we are. But let's make sure everyone knows it finally.
Everybody knows. Make sure everybody knows. Oh.
But yes, let's elevate the profession.
Okay, so we do have some time.
Yourself a unicorn.
Let's see.
And then not only that,
which stain do you like?
You get to make more money.
Go ahead.
I make so much more money now than I made even when I was an expanded function assistant, because when I was able to do these things and save boatloads on lab fees, I was more dispensable, and then I'm able to make more money and provide for my family too. So it's a win for the office because they make more money, and it's a win for you because you make more money and you can support your family. That's what we're all here to do at the end of the day, is support our kids. I got a 7-year-old that I kicked out of the house so I could do this webinar, but I need to be able to pay for her gymnastics, and her ukulele lessons. And digital dentistry really helped me. There's my dog. I apologize.
And get rid of the dog. The other thing too, which I hope this will encourage as assistants start to learn more, they'll feel like they can start sharing that and get more dental assistants on social media too. Like you guys know, if you're on social media at all and you're following anybody, there's not that many dental assistants to follow. There's not. There's a handful of us, but there's a bazillion hygienists all saying the same thing. Touching me about
No, there's a
scalers. I don't
million
care about
hygienists out
scalers.
there talking about how
Let's get more assistants
indispensable
out
they
there.
are. Yeah, and they're right. Hygienists are
Yeah.
fantastic. It's a
And
different
how
job.
hard they work. I know they work hard, but they think they're the ones that work hard. I love
We
hygienists, don't get me wrong, but come on.
we are all
Okay,
different, but just
anybody
as
drop some questions in there. I work with a newer doc and starting to do new things, so I am going to ask him to sign me up. Yeah, Sarah, get him.
love it. And
Sign
the way
up
it
first.
works,
Right now, you can sign up for free. We've got, just reminder emails that come out every week, just so you can kind of see what's coming, so that when it finally does launch, you'll know when you can start signing up. So get over to theddaa.com and get
and we
that
have
up there.
our
I think I can.
our first 3 courses are going to be free, totally free. So you're
Yes.
able to learn something and see it all. So what happens, what's all included is it a membership basis on a monthly subscription. So then you have access to all of the courses and you can take them over and over and over again, which is nice because sometimes you learn it, you don't do it for a month and then you don't remember it at all. So you're able to go back and review everything. You get access to all of our free downloads, our recommended products that we tell you what we like. And so it's really going to be a full community for dental assistants, for digital dental assistants.
Get signed up. So let's go. Where's my next slide? That's it. We were trying to keep it short and sweet today, you guys. But thank you for coming. We had so many people sign up. Hold on, there is probably a question in the chat. Let's see. What's all included? That's a good question. So many things. All the courses will be there. You'll have access to all of them as new courses come in. We're going to do monthly webinars. So here's the thing with the webinars too. We're going to do monthly webinars just for everybody, but then we will have exclusive inside ones for members. So you'll have access to those. And then you'll also there's access to us. You can reach out to us. We'll be more available. Chelsea, what else you got?
You can even book training with us. If you want one-on-one Zoom training, we can do that too, which is the really nice thing. So we're trying to be not just somewhere where you take webinars, but again, like a whole community for dental assistants with multiple resources. We are going to have a podcast where we're going to talk about even more fun, more controversial stuff. After 15 years, I can tell you guys some stories. So it's a whole community and a whole network of what we are really going to provide for dental assistants.
We have a question of what's the cost. We're still working on that. It's not going to be crazy. I've seen some dental assistant training websites. They're like $1,500. And I'm thinking as an assistant, there's no freaking way. Like it's not going to happen. So
our goal,
we're going to keep it affordable for assistants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So even if maybe, God forbid, your doctor doesn't want to pay for it, but let's say you're ready for a change. You want to make a move and you know that all these newer offices, they have scanners, they have milling machines, and maybe they even have 3D printers, and you want to be able to land a more elevated job role and land a job to make more money. We are going to make this very affordable so everyone can, because it's a subscription. You can pay yearly or monthly, but even if you're paying monthly, we want everyone to be able to do that. And then you can take charge of your own career and elevate your own career without the help of the doctor that you're currently working for, if you want to. And our partner,
we're
Wayne, is
even
coming in
maybe,
here.
I won't say too much, but we're working on some partnerships with other companies for certification. So things are coming to make this official. So you are valued as, like you can have on your resume, I am a digital dental assistant. This is what I can do.
Going to be able to,
Can you imagine?
You're going to be able to put, I am proficient in exocad and I am proficient in occlusal guards and digital dentures, and I want this amount of money per hour. because you're worth it and you're definitely
That's
worth
going to
it
put your resume on the top of the stack.
for sure. Yes.
Top. Because what are they going to do? Hire an assistant, maybe a very valuable, very skilled assistant over you. Maybe your qualities are equal, but you have that extra. You are now,
That gives you
you're
the
more important.
total leg up that a lot of
Yes.
assistants don't have. So you're able to get ahead of the curve now because this is absolutely where dentistry is going. I've been doing digital a lot longer, so I have been quite ahead of it, but right now is when it's really taking off. So we can either watch it and hope we catch up, or we can take our careers, take reins of ourselves and elevate our own careers and make more money and do what it needs to be done to stay relevant in dentistry today.
That is the last of our questions. Chelsea, you want to close us
Say,
out?
any other questions for anyone else? I'm happy to, but honestly, guys, I'd love to answer your questions now. Or if you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. It's literally chelsea@theddaa.com. Email me, let me know if you want to know if we're going to have certain classes or you have suggestions or anything. We love to hear from people. We represent the assistants, so we want to hear from you guys.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We appreciate it. We are excited to start working with you guys and get DDAA off the ground.
See you guys at the next
Have a
one.
great night, you guys.
Bye.